Well, so something I want to get into is family dynamic, especially in today's day and age. So you said you got married at 19.
2 weeks into 19, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's pretty young, man.
2 weeks in, yeah.
You know, such a common thing back in like our family's era. I mean, our parents' era, though. I have aunts, uncles. Everybody got an aunt that got married at 16, and my dad got married at 17. So it was kind of a common thing back in the day. But so you got married at 19, 2 weeks in. How has that shaped you? How did that shape you into the man you are today? Because I mean, that's young.
Oh, it's young, man. And I was the most immature, person. Loved my wife, loved her, always have. Knew it from the moment I met her. Like, I love her. But I was 19, man. I wasn't ready to. I lived a pretty privileged life. I mean, the rule for us was, hey, if you're passing and able to play basketball, like, you don't have to get a job. And so I just made sure I squeaked in with the C, and we were good, And so then to make some decisions and go from that lifestyle to, hey, you're the head of a house and you've got 2 kids.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Well, that's a game changer. And so, like, Noelle and I come from opposite ends of the spectrum. Her mother is a great woman and all that, just a hard life. And, I come from like pretty stable as far as like financial provision and all that. And we were in church, but we just came from different worlds. And so, like, learning how to communicate, that was tough. The whole first year, I'm pretty sure she told me every day she hated me, and it has no idea why she married me. And it was probably deserved.
Yeah.
But we were, I think the thing other than Jesus, right? Mm-hmm. That's the core. But I think we were both so stinking stubborn that I'm like, I'm not leaving. Gonna let you be happy. Right. You're gonna be miserable here with me.
Yeah.
But we just went through a lot of hard, and it undoubtedly shaped us. Because deep down we loved each other. We just didn't know how to do it. We didn't know how to communicate. We didn't know how to talk out what we were feeling. She bottled up, and I wanted to get it fixed immediately. And sometimes, you needed to let it sit for a second, calm down.
Well, yeah, us men like to fix things.
Yeah.
And sometimes the women just want to vent. They don't want to hear the solution to the problem. They just want to tell you the problem.
Exactly. Yeah. And you know how hard it is to just like...
Sure enough, I do.
To like just listen and be like, well, I got 4 options to fix it right now.
Right.
But no.
Yeah.
It was a challenge. And then having young kids, the thing that we also did was, for Presley and Brianna, we were probably too involved, too strict, too whatever, because we were so young that you got the glances. I mean, at 18 years old, Noelle's 18, and we're taking kids into daycare and, all these, and you get the looks, the condemning, judgmental eyes and all that. So we just vowed our kids will be the best kids. Mm-hmm. And they were. Yeah. They're fantastic kids. Jackson as well. But by the time we had Jackson, we had been married for, I guess 5. We were married for about 5 years when Jack came along. And we were a little more like understanding what we were doing.
Yeah.
But those formative years, man, like I highly discourage doing it the way we do it, the way we did it,
right.
But God, again, is so faithful. I don't recommend getting married at 18 and 19. Right. I just don't.
Your brain is still developing.
Exactly. I mean, you got to be, they say 25, but now they're pushing it out even further because of technology, saying it's closer to 30.
Yeah.
Well, especially for men, right?
For sure.
Especially we're dumb until
I'm telling
25 for sure.
100%.
I don't think my brain fully developed until about 28. So,
right.
And if you are, chemically altering any of that, that's probably delaying it even longer, you know? So you you think about all those deals, but yes, it was very formative because the one thing that we decided was quitting's not an option. Mm-hmm. So we're not leaving. We're not doing that.
Right.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And, a lot of cold nights and all of that. But when you make the decision, like quitting's not an option. Divorce, we don't even say it because we vowed to have the generational cycle broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. My dad had been divorced, got married at 17 and divorced.
Same. Yeah.
My mom, Noelle's mom had been divorced, multiple times, all of this. And so we decided, no,
Yeah.
Like no broken home for us. Like
Yeah.
it stops here. It's got to stop somewhere. Somebody's got to make the hard choice and decision. And so like it stops with us.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah. I mean, going back to our parents, I mean, I think we saw a lot of that because they were getting married so darn young, having kids so early and all that. And that is hard. It's very hard. At what point did you, so y'all were both being very stubborn and all that at the beginning. At what point did you start truly serving each other? Because I do believe as a married couple, the husband, your job is to serve your wife,
100%.
you know, and lead each other to Christ. So at what point did you start kind of figuring out that aspect?
Yeah. So I don't know if y'all remember that really cheesy Christian movie that came out. I mean, they were doing the best they could, but it was Fireproof. I think it's Fireproof.
I don't think so.
What was that called? I think it was called Fireproof.
Mm.
Yeah, it was Fireproof because it was the Love Dare. So it was like Kirk Cameron did this deal and whatever in it. So this mentor he has gives him this 30-day or 40-day journal of like how to get his marriage back on track because he was just an immature jerk, selfish, all this type of stuff. Was about that time, and I got that. I don't even remember who gave it to me. Gave me that little Love Dare book, and I thought, I'll be honest, I'm gonna do this so that I can see what is wrong with her. Right. And so I was like, I can do this. Mm-hmm. And so then I started doing it, and I'm probably like 4 or 5 days in, and it's nothing like earth shattering. It's just making you be conscious and aware and like stop being so stinking selfish.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And so one thing after another, I'm like 8 days in on this, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm the most selfish human being. And it was a game changer for me. And so I did it the 40 days and started seeing like, wow, like not only is my wife responding because I'm not being a jerk. Right. I'm aware of what she needs, and I'm putting the focus on her. And then I did it again. And then I did it again and did it again. So I did that Love Dare for, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 times in a row, just repeat. Cause it's like simple stuff. Yeah. Just practical life applicable things that you can do. You can still find that book. I mean, it's like got a little devotion, but it's like, hey, today do this for your wife and don't expect anything. Not a thank you, not a whatever, not just do. And then when you develop that habit of like loving your spouse, I mean, it changes the dynamics of the way you see it. Well, then she starts to see you in a different light, which then makes other things better, you know? So it's a win-win. And so that is when I really noticed like, I'm the issue. Like I'm selfish. I think about me first, all of this. And it's just the opposite of the kingdom. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what it is. So the Bible says, husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church and laid himself down for her, right? Mm-hmm. Husbands really love the verse of like, woman, submit to your husband, right? Right. Well, submission comes when you love like Jesus. Yep. Right. When you give them something worthy to submit to. Yeah. You know, and it's not the power trip submission. It's just God has a design. And it's his design, period. So God is the head, it's the man, and the woman, the kids are under. That is God's umbrella. That's the way he created it. It breaks all the cultural, like, you know, whatever is what politically correct and all that, but I don't care. It's biblically correct. Right. And so God's design is the way it is for an intentional purpose. Yeah. So, and when you can get in alignment, it took me realizing, okay, I'm selfish. I'm out of alignment. I've got to get in alignment and get back underneath God so that then I'm leading my wife the way that our family needs me to lead. Mm-hmm. And so when I did that, well, then Noel, you know, things started to really change. And I mean, here we are 24 years later. I can 100% say I love that woman more today than every other day before. Yeah. She's incredible. She loves Jesus. She is my ministry partner. You know, God has been so faithful to us. All of our kids love Jesus. Brianna and Colby, they're, you know, directors at Hope City in Houston, and Presley is a part of what we're doing. And Jackson, I mean, he's my right-hand guy. Mm-hmm. You know, he's my setup. He's my sound guy. He's, you know, and he's going off to college. for ministry.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, so he's going to Highlands College in Birmingham, Alabama.
Wow.
And so, I mean, God's just been so good.
Yeah.
So
And so Love Dare.
Love Dare.
Love Dare. Okay.
Love Dare
Let's look
is
that
the
up.
book. It's I think it's 40 days, 40-day devotional from the movie Fireproof.
Okay.
I went back and watched Fireproof.
It's pretty corny.
It's corny, but
Okay.
I mean, you
It's
got to
good.
it's good,
Yeah.
the whole message of it. And so, they're trying when you're competing with the world, it's hard to make movies that are, whatever.
Right.
But they did. And hey, I'm talking about it all these years later, right? Because it made an impact on me.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, you had some really, really good points there. And I really wanted to bring up the family dynamic because we're all surrounded by it. People we know. I mean, just in small little community we have at the gym. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on with some couples, and I truly feel like the family is under attack. I think that's one of the biggest things that the evil one has
No
right now
doubt.
is they're trying to attack the family. So I think a lot of things you just mentioned is a way to, focus on the Lord, your relationship with God, and then do those little exercises like, get that book or get the love language book. It's another
That's
really good
brilliant.
one.
Dr. Chapman. I mean, like
Good,
that,
such a good book.
because if you are speaking a language that she doesn't understand, you are going to grow frustrated.
Yeah.
And so learn the way she receives love, because like the way I receive love and the way Noelle receives love, it's different.
Right.
And so how am I going to be frustrated with her when I'm trying to love her the way I want to be loved instead of loving her the way she needs to be loved? It's a brilliant book.
Yeah. And I need to read it again. I know my wife's going to watch this and she's going to be like, yeah, you need to read that again. It's a work in progress, your marriage, and something you always have to work on for sure. And
you stop working on it and it starts dying, period. Because so 24 years later, 26 years together, we are not the same people.
Yeah.
And even that we were 5 years ago. And so that is a constantly evolving thing. And so if I stop trying to learn my wife, if I stop being attentive to her, we are going to grow apart. And one of the big things I'll say about like having kids is, here's the thing, man, God's design is a husband and wife are forever.
Mm-hmm.
Kids are designed when we have them, there's a leaving date.
Yeah. Right.
Right.
Our marriage comes first.
Yeah.
Before kids, and that freaks some people out. Yes,
does.
we love our kids well, all of that. But I've seen it too many times where husband and wife come together, they get married, they have kids. Now the kid becomes the focus of one normally, and so the kid becomes the focus. They grow apart. Now you find 18, they're going off to school, and I'm living in a house with someone I don't know.
Right.
And so like you've got to avoid that. There has to be intentional time.
Yeah.
Like a friend of mine, he was talking about, he's like, when I come home, my wife gets the first hug. My wife gets the first kiss, all of that.
good.
And so it became like a game for his kids because they wanted to try to get it,
Right.
and he would play with them and run to get mom
Yeah,
first
yeah.
because she's first.
Yeah.
Like y'all are going to leave at some point.
Man, I love that.
Yeah. So it's just like those little things of like, it doesn't go away. That relationship it's Jesus. Like I preached a message called You're My Number Two, right? I mean, it's kind of a funny deal, but you're my number two. Jesus is going to be my number one.
Yeah.
She's my number two, period.
Right.
For life, and so you've got to continue that. Date your spouse. Like we have a tendency, we'll date hard to get them, and then we get them and it's like, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I got the ring on it and whatever, but no, continue to date. You have to continue to pursue your wife.
Yeah.
They want that. Husbands want to be pursued too. Don't get me wrong. We want to know that we're wanted for desire and not just duty. We want that. But as the man, like anytime I'm talking to anybody about relationship issues, the guy's going to get it the hardest, period, because it's God's design.
Yeah.
Like it starts with the head,
Yeah.
period. And so we gotta do our part. They will follow. It happens. You love well, you lead well, you do all of that. It changes the game.
Yeah.
That's gold, man. That is gold. Yeah, and this is I just listened to this podcast. I've sent it to you guys, Elk Shape, and it's funny because a lot of us men, we put so much time and effort into our jobs, or it's a hunting podcast, so getting this hunting trip prepped, starts in March, and bow season's in September. You put all this time and effort and devotion into going on this hunting trip. If you just put a little little sliver of that effort into your marriage,
Telling you.
game changer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it doesn't have to be crazy, right? I mean, it's like hey, like even in the broke times, even when you don't have the money to go do something crazy, like just go to the park, go take a walk together. Like Chris Hodges, right? He is the chancellor of Highlands College, pastor of Highlands, or founding pastor of Highlands. And he says still to this day, him and his wife, they've been married for almost 40 years. They sat down. And I mean, you got to know him, but he's kind of a dorky, whatever. He's like, but we sat down and we hold hands on the couch and we watch Jeopardy. Period. Like it's going to happen.
It works.
And I'm like, they have like 5 kids and they've been married for 40 years. So I'm like, yeah, there's something to it, but it's intentional time.
Yeah.
Like you don't drift into healthy relationships. It doesn't happen. You drift away from them.
Right.
Yeah.
A healthy relationship takes effort.
Yeah.
It takes work. So, yeah.
Love that. Love that.
Yeah. So, when we sent you your questionnaire, you said, I get to love like Jesus, speak the truth, and let grace do the rest.
That's it, man.
What does that actually look like in real life?
I get to show the love of Jesus, right? Which is seeing the unseen. Talking to the people who maybe for whatever reason in their mind, they've disqualified themselves because of what they've done, their choices, their whatever, I get to do that. I get to go talk to those people because that's what Jesus would do. Jesus would stop and, go to the hurting, go to the broken, all that. So, I mean, when I say I get to do it, I get to love like Jesus just by seeing people, just by having the conversation. And sometimes it is so simple, but it's so profound because you can tell when that kind of finally clicks, like, no, I'm talking to you, like what, and not that I'm anything, but just that they're seen,
Right.
Just that somebody recognizes them, and then speak the truth. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Right. The Bible tells us speak the truth. And a lot of people stop there, but it says speak the truth in love. And so like, if I love like Jesus, number one, I'm going to have more of an audience with somebody who wants to hear the truth.
Right.
And then I'm going to say that truth with the same love that Jesus would have said it with. Right. And then it's not my job to do anything else. I can't be the Holy Spirit for somebody else.
Right.
So what I can do is I can love like Jesus. I can speak the truth, and I'm going to let grace do the rest. And so, I mean, that's the way I roll.
And that's good.
So,
Yeah, for sure.